At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Stop by your hometown grocer, County Fair, now in Winter and Platte. Same friendly faces with a brand new name. County Fair is a fourth-generation family-owned business based in South Dakota. They offer friendly service and the freshest food at great prices. County Fair carries premium certified Angus beef, locally grown produce, and much more. Shop County Fair in Winter and Platte, the friendliest store in town.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Miller and Associates in Platte, South Dakota if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Schrader Electric and Control, located in Winter, is available for all your electrical service needs. With close to 40 years of experience, Brian and his crew can take care of all your electrical projects, residential or commercial. Schrader Electric works with new construction, remodels, and new additions. Call Brian at 605-840-8913 to get a quote or schedule your next electrical service. Schrader Electric and Control is a proud sponsor of the schools on the Live Ticket Network.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Your local cooperative has a new name. CHS Northern Plains and CHS Midwest Cooperative have joined together to better serve you under the new name CHS River Plains. You gain more options and more value with access to global markets and a powerful supply chain. And you can do more every day using inputs delivered by a team who knows what you need when you need it. Visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in today and let us help you own every day.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
The Winter Advocate is the exclusive newspaper of Tripp County, serving Winter, Colome, and the surrounding communities. Each Wednesday, you'll find the latest in state and local news, sports, job openings, classifieds, and all legal public notices. Call 842-1481 or stop down to 125 West 3rd to start your subscription today. Don't forget our deadlines, Friday at 5 p.m. for the Advocate and 12 on Fridays for the Rocket. The Winter Advocate is a proud partner of Winter Warriors Live and wish the Warriors and Lady Warriors success all this season.
Are you confident that you have the right products for your fields? Contact Sherm Gucci with Hogemeyer, the right seed. Sherm will help you select the right products for your acres, corn, soybeans, alfalfa, and sorghum. If world-class genetics and a seed rep with an unwavering commitment is important to you, go with Sherm Gucci and Hogemeyer, the right seed. Phone 402-760-2172.
Computers and More, located at 27786 311th Avenue, is obviously your computer sales and repair in winter. The More is so much other than you can imagine. We are your local outlet for Winter Warriors sports apparel. We do screen printing and embroidery for your purple and gold attire. Stop in and check out all our gear on hand for you to wear at the next game. Call us at 842-9057 and see how we can design your company logo on all types of clothing. And remember, thanks for keeping it local.
Easy Entrees is a locally owned business that specializes in take and bake entrees. We feature an assortment of frozen, ready-to-bake options for you to choose from. All of our recipes are made with care and fresh ingredients so that you can have a healthy and delicious meal, allowing you to have more quality time with your family. Our menus change monthly. Just click on our banner ad at the sports ticket page to see our current monthly menu. Remember, dishing up dinner is as easy as picking up the phone and dialing 842-EASY for Easy Entrees.
Rosenberg Implement wants you to get a jump on next year's summer haying season by offering an 8% discount this week on windrower sections and knives. Your windrower head can take a beating with knives and sections while cutting low to the ground. Now is the perfect time to replace them before you put your John Deere windrower away for the winter. Stop at any of Rosenberg Implement's locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming and save 8% on windrower sections and knives this week.
No job is too big or small for the gang at H&O Electric in winter. Whether it's a simple task around the house, remodel, new addition, or new construction, we provide residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, or electrical work in winter and the surrounding area. We handle it all. Call 605-842-1117 for service or more information on your next project, big or small. H&O Electric is your authorized dealer for Trane heating systems too. Good luck in today's event.
H&O Electric is a proud supporter of all area student athletes and activities on Live Ticket TV.
Winter Dental, located at 911 Golden Prairie Drive, is proud to provide Winter and the surrounding area with high-quality, high-tech, patient-centered dentistry. Dr. Brad and the entire staff, including hygienists Michaela Smith and Sierra Hansen, are honored to have the opportunity to serve the good people of Winter and the surrounding area with gentle, compassionate, and high-quality dental services. For information on all the services they can provide you or to make an appointment, please call 605-842-1793. or go to winterdentalclinic.com.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Eklund Tax Service, located at 323 Main Street in Gregory, South Dakota, is available for all your tax preparations. Mark Eklund has been a staple in the Gregory community for many years and wants to help you and your business have success by specializing in all types of bookkeeping. Eklund Tax can take care of any agricultural, retail, or personal bookkeeping or tax preparation. Call Mark at Eklund Tax today at 605-835-9665.
Do you have the right financial advisor to help you reach your goals? Ameriprise Advisors can create a personalized, goal-based plan to help you prepare for whatever life brings so you can feel more confident about your financial future. Call Wealth Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, today at 605-842-3832. That's 605-842-3832. Office is located at 214 East 2nd Street, Winters, South Dakota, 57580. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC.
Winter Regional Healthcare Center is proud to sponsor coverage of Winter Warriors and Lady Warriors athletics and activities on Winter Warriors Live. Best of luck in today's event. Here at Winter Regional Healthcare, we are committed to professional care with a personal touch at our locally owned hospital, clinic, and long-term care facility. For more information on services we provide, check out our website at winterregional.org. Winter Regional, proud to support the student athletes and activities. Honored to serve the families of South Central South Dakota and our community for over 65 years. Remember, professional care with the personal touch at Winter Regional Healthcare.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Early seed season is here. Littow Seed carries Hefty brand corn and beans for their genetics, technology, and treatments. Hefty's corn has been very drought tolerant and an excellent yielding. We also have Enlist and XtendFlex soybeans for your choice in herbicide. With Dynagrow, we're at the top of the South Dakota field trials for their sunflowers and milo. And with Millbarn, we're the leader in grass, cover crop, and forages. Call 605-840-4591 for Littow Seed, your source for corn to cover crops, soybeans to sunflowers, and all forages. That's 605-840-4591.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance, we know you have a lot of options, but it can be hard to find an honest, reliable auto repair shop. That's where we come in, Hometown Automotive, committed to providing our customers with honest, quality service at a reasonable price. We use years of training and experience to provide you with the best car care possible. Hometown does oil changes, tune-ups, and computer diagnostics. We sell tires, batteries, and Schaefer products. We install engines, trannies, starters, water pumps, brakes, and much more. Call us at 842-1722 and let our experience be your advantage.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Meyer Ag is your Beck's Hybrids seed dealer located in Winters, South Dakota. Meyer Ag is a family-owned company specializing in seed consulting and zone-based variable rate that services South Central South Dakota. Contact Trace Meyer at 605-842-5458 to learn more about Beck's Hybrids and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you. Meyer Ag in Winters, South Dakota is a proud supporter of all youth athletics and activities.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
Agrimax and West River Ag have been in the Winter area for a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. Agrimax, shaping the future of ag.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Yeah. Another one. Yep. Man, this town has changed. Yeah. About damn time.
Shop local with Burke, Gregory, and Winter Building Centers, your hometown hardware stores specializing in everything from finding the right drill bit to building your dream home. The crews at the building centers take pride in customer service and are always available to help with any project, big or small. They offer top-of-the-line flooring and cabinetry, a large inventory of rental items, quality Pittsburgh paint, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook or shop online anytime at buildingcentersd.com.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another soggy night at Warrior Field. This one cold and breezy as well, as we're into the quarterfinal round of the playoffs. In 11B, here is the host Winter Warriors, the number 1 seed. Host Aberdeen Roncalli Cavaliers at the number 9 seed coming in tonight. Coach, what do we look to see from these Cavaliers that we don't know a whole lot about, other than just what we've scouted them to be?
Well, a little bit of they like to run the ball. You'll see some basically shotgun formation all the time. A wing offense, sometimes it's double wing, sometimes it's single wing. A lot of pulling. So the keys for our defense, obviously week in, week out, you want to stop that run game. Especially on a night like tonight, you can stop the run, force them to maybe throw, and you can maybe get into a situation like last week where you have 4 takeaways through the air. So, a pretty well-balanced Roncalli team. So, it'll be a interesting matchup.
Yeah, I think so for sure. Of course, the weather is always a little bit of a neutralizer depending on the strengths of your game, but certainly ball control, ball security, nothing too fancy in the footwork is probably going to be seen tonight, but it's just going to be just absolutely taking care of the ball and just controlling possession. And like I said, I don't think getting too fancy tonight, which Aberdeen Roncalli I think likes to throw in some of that kind of stuff, and I don't know how brave they'll get with the weather conditions with some of that stuff, but definitely one of the things I think they like to do. Taking a look at them last year, they were able to go undefeated through the regular season, finished 9-1 on the year. Of course, they lost in the quarterfinals to Hot Springs, who find themselves right back in the same spot this year, Hot Springs. So Roncalli's season ended last year in the quarterfinals. This year, coming into tonight, of course, at 7-2 with those 2 losses to an undefeated dual team. I think we've had questions throughout the season just on how strong they actually are, but certainly they've earned their way to be in here tonight just like anybody else. So they lost that one 26-0. They got shut out, and then the other loss came to St. Thomas More in a 35-6 defeat. Those were the two losses. Wins coming over Groton area, Redfield, Dakota Hills, Mobridge Pollock, Webster area, Clark Willow Lake, and of course last week in that 8-9 matchup, Wagner, they were able to get by them 17-6. They averaged 21.3 points a game and give up a pretty stingy 10.8 points a game. So certainly I'm sure it must take some pride in that, and they're not used to giving up a whole lot of points. But the Warriors, on the other hand, coming in averaging just a hair under 38 points a game, probably want to say something different about that. And giving up 5 points a game. Of course, many of those victories coming in shutout fashion to kind of bring that average down. But both teams' defense, at least on paper anyway, seem like they don't like to give up a lot of points. So it'll be interesting to see who gives.
Well, and I don't think you'll see necessarily a lot of points tonight just because of the weather. But big plays always play a part in that, and the Warriors haven't really had a lot of rushing touchdowns over that 30-yard mark. It's been 4 or 5 yards at a crack, and first down after first down, and just ball control, controlling the time of possession, and just flat out just old school running the football and playing great defense. So more of that tonight. And one common opponent is that Wagner Red Raiders, which the Warriors easily defeated back earlier in the year. One thing with the weather, the Warriors have played in a couple games this year with this very similar weather. So I don't think it would be a factor for the Warriors, other than they just need to make sure take extra care of the ball.
Yeah, I know the Cavaliers had suffered a few pretty key injuries in their lineup throughout the season, and coming into tonight also, they're definitely not at full strength with some of their starters not being active tonight, at least the information that I've heard and collected. One of the bigger questions would definitely be, I think, in their number 11 in their would have been quarterback Zane Bacchus. I think I seen him suited up out there tonight, but I'm not sure that, he is suited up, but I'm not sure if he's going to get the start or how much playing time he's going to get. Otherwise, we'll probably see, I believe, was it Aiden Fisher?
Yep, I believe so. Number 1, yep.
Stepping in at the quarterback spot in that injury. So interesting to see how much, if at all, Bacchus is able to play tonight, at least in that spot, but he might see at least limited action for sure coming into tonight. I know he was injured. A few other key injuries. Number 5, Brody Weinmeister, a junior running back. Number 13, Ian Kramer, a freshman wideout. Number 22, Will Haskell, a freshman running back. And number 65, Carter Sampson, a junior lineman, I was told were out for tonight's game.
And just a reminder that, the winner of this game will take the winner of Elk Point Jefferson and Tri-Valley. Obviously, if winner comes away, it will be here next Friday night. And that's another rematch. Elk Point Jefferson, Tri-Valley. They met earlier in the year. Tri-Valley had them down 14-0, and Elk Point Jefferson, came back and were able to get that victory. So we'll be keeping you updated on that score as well, and all the other 2 games as well. We got Dual and Rapid City Christian, which I'm
interested in that.
I'm predicting the upset of Rapid City Christian there, and then Sioux Valley and Hot Springs, which is another very interesting matchup, and I'm just going to go on a limb and pick Hot Springs there too.
Probably hard to go against that one. Also, just an area team. Gregory playing another big game tonight, I think, against Canastota. Yep. So that'll be a tough one for them as well. But after last week's showing, I got a little more confidence in them, I think. Looks like we're moments away from the national anthem, so we will cut off the mics and we'll keep it live, but we'll go quiet on the mics and we'll be back in just a minute. And a beautiful job done by one of Winners local alumni, Aaron Grossenberg. Got a beautiful voice. Not the first time we've heard her perform the national anthem. Did a wonderful job here tonight at Warrior Field. Again, Gerald Tibrick and Larry Aker on the call for tonight's game. Just a few minutes away from opening kickoff. Getting ready for the coin toss to come up here. Tell you what, I had my hand out the window throughout the duration of the national anthem. I wanted to pull it back inside. It is it's that cold, damp, chilly, late October weather, and
you know what they call that? Football weather.
Football weather, yeah, I know. I'm too old to think that way though anymore. But you're right, yeah. And again, kind of had a week, only being Thursday, but you had a week of this kind of weather and pretty mild day Monday. But after that, it's kind of again a little easier to stay acclimated to this kind of weather when it's consistently that way. And game time a little bit earlier tonight, of course, for the day of the week and the distance opponent had to travel. But
yeah, and I believe the other dual Rapid City Christian is a 6 o'clock kickoff as well. Sioux Valley Hot Springs was supposed to be. They pushed it back to 7 just because they ran into some not so good roads, I guess, on the way out. So, but they're still luckily going to get that game in, and then Elk Point Jefferson Tri-Valley starts at 7 as well. So we'll only have one score to update throughout.
Discussion going on here before we see what transpired in the coin flip. It's like winner won, and we'll defer. So they'll get to come out and play defense, and we'll see what the Cavaliers offense can get started against the Warriors here to start things off.
And the traditional, you win the toss, you defer, and let your defense go to work and get the ball, after at halftime. Looks like we have a crew from, I believe, Chamberlain tonight. So
Chamberlain, who gets to go to Hartford tonight in the first round of the 11A playoffs. Got a tough opponent there. We know on offense, definitely one of the leaders has to be listed as a captain, but number 72, Joey Johnson, he's a fifth-year starter at center at 230 and 6'4". He's definitely going to be one of the anchors to that offensive line. no doubt. See how long it takes those white jerseys to not be white anymore.
Well, luckily the field isn't all that muddy.
It's held up well.
Yeah, and a good cover of grass, that's for sure. And shout out to, I don't know where Mr. Harvey Nas went, but he's up here with us watching the game inside.
Aiden Barfus will, per usual, be kicking off for the Warriors. They'll line up, and it's an end-over-end kick. Going to be taken from about the 6-yard line. And it's going to be James Behan on the return.
Well, and that's one thing to watch is the footing on any cuts. We talked about that a few weeks ago when it was similar conditions. You just got to dial it back just a little bit. Make sure your footing is sure and make a good solid cut.
Cavaliers will come up to the ball. A little bit of a quick snap, almost caught them off guard. They'll run outside to the right, over towards the far sideline.
One thing I forgot to mention is, the Warriors just need to make sure they get lined up correctly. Each and every, there's Roncalli will come out in, various different formations. The Warriors just got to recognize it, get lined up and trust their keys.
Looks like we do have Aiden Fisher in there as projected to be the starting quarterback for tonight for the Cavaliers. Working out a gun, and penalty flag is going to fly. Might have been a snap infraction there. It looks like most people were off to the races, and the quarterback didn't have the ball yet, so it's going to back the Cavaliers up 5 from a 2nd and 7 to a 2nd and 12.
Well, and you notice there that they were trying to work quickly, not trying to get the Warriors, give them time to get set up defensively, but unfortunately there it cost them 5 yards.
So from the 16-yard line, 2nd and 12 for the Cavaliers. Working out of the gun, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to roll to his left is Fisher, and going to throw on the run, but underthrows his intended receiver in Behan, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
Yeah, the Warriors, I bet they want that one back. Just let him get outside the pocket. That D end there, needs to keep that outside contained, keep him inside, and not let him roll out. But looked like a nice rollout and good pass. It just fell maybe just a little bit short.
Now empty backfield out of the gun, working for the Cavaliers. Fisher going to step forward and tries to break through. Going to get taken down, though, well shy of the line to gain, and it's going to bring up a 4th and long situation. We'll see our first punt of the night by the Cavaliers.
And just like last week when, teams like to spread it out like that, the Warriors will give them that 5-6 yards. They just don't want to give them any more than that. They just want to be sure tacklers and, keep it there.
At number 21, Keegan Stewart's going to be doing the punting. He's a senior, listed at 6'3", 215 pounds. No pressure on the punt at all. Kind of a wobbly one. Is going to die at the Cavalier 48-yard line, and so the Warriors are going to take over inside Cavalier territory, 1st and 10 from the 48 on their first possession.
And I'm guessing you'll see a lot of that tonight, especially on a punt return. It's just not really worth it to, come up and field that with the conditions out there. So
slippery ball, slippery field. And if there was enough hang time, there might even not be greatest visibility.
Right.
Get your eyes up in that mist, and it's been doing that all day long here. 1st and 10, senior quarterback Moorhart. Hands off. Fullback Barfus on 1st down, going to go ahead for a gain of about 4 to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like they come out in a 4-man front, which you're not really sure what they're going to come out at 3-man front, 4-man front, but it doesn't really matter if you're the Warriors. You've seen everything at this point. Again, you got 9 guys and within 5 yards at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, within about 4 yards. Yeah, they're packed in, protecting the run. Here's Keyser on the toss, and he's going to get wrapped up after about a yard and taken backwards. The Cavalier fans and sideline, understandably so, pretty excited here as it's a 3rd and 5 now for the Warriors.
Well, and I mean, if you're the Warriors, you're in 4-down territory here. And again, they just got to figure out what they're going to be in, what they're trying to do with motion, and just make sure they pick everybody up at the point of attack.
Morhart comes under center, T formation this time by the Warriors. And initial surge was stopped, but the pile got pushed.
Yeah, good job by Roncalli so far. Not giving the Warriors much running room there, and looks like they're just kind of bringing the house. And don't be surprised if you see maybe something to the outside here. Kind of loosen that defense up a little bit.
Jude Sargent for the Warriors on that last carry. Picked up about 3 yards. It's 4th and 2 here for the Warriors, 4th and a long 2.
I think that mist is getting stronger and stronger here.
Yeah, that precipitation isn't going to go anywhere in the forecast, so it's likely to hang around. Here's Barfus, 1st down and more, breaking tackles on the far sideline and finally tackled out of bounds. But a huge gain, a big pickup, needing about 2.5, and he got way more than that. And they'll convert their first 4th down of the game.
Yeah, just a little slide lead, and line did a nice job, backs did a nice job of blocking there and just bounced it to the outside, and little running room, and that's what you risk when you have that many guys, within 5 yards is you get past that 5 yards and you only got one guy to beat, and
it's kind of an all or nothing mentality.
Right.
T formation, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Keyser trying to bounce it outside. Somebody got a hold of the ankle, and then the team tackling followed. A gain of a couple. At the 21-yard line, 2nd and 8.
Didn't look like there was much there, and he just tried to bounce it outside, and did pick up 2. So it was a good pickup for not much there, but I'll give Roncalli credit. They've come ready to play. They're fired up, trying to get that momentum, trying to not let the weather bother them.
And pretty good overall average size up and down that lineup for the Cavaliers.
Just watching that last play on the replay, Carson just needs to get his eyes up and see the butt cheeks and read the block.
There's Barfus navigating his way through traffic. He can go untouched into the end zone. Touchdown and great downfield vision as he cuts it back up the middle and puts the first 6 on the scoreboard for the Warriors.
And just like that, he read that block perfectly, made a nice cut, and then just made another beautiful cut to make another guy miss, and a nice touchdown run there from Aiden Barfus.
And now we're ready for our T-Bones Pet Wash 2-point conversion. Warriors will come up in their double wing. Morhart under center. Keyser in motion, gets the toss, and gets stood up. Whistles haven't blown yet. They will blow. And he's unable to break the plane. So with 7:10 remaining in the opening quarter from Warrior Field, to score Warriors 6, Cavaliers nothing. Each team with the ball one time. We'll be back in a minute after this.
Right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Refined design, remarkable capabilities. Ford Edge at Capital City Ford delivers everyone and everything in style and comfort. Bold and aggressive on the outside, lavish with lots of tech on the inside. This SUV does a whole lot more than haul groceries. Travel with confidence when purchasing your all-new Ford Edge from Capital City Ford. And for a limited time, qualified buyers can purchase at 1.9 APR for 72 months. Check out the full vehicle lineup at CapitalCityFord.com. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
And we're back, ready for the second Warrior kickoff here. After the Warriors took their first possession down from 40 yards or 48 yards away, and Barfus is able to punch it in for the Warriors. Again, back deep is Behan and Fisher. And again, it's going to go to, well, that one's going to get over the head and skip out of the back of the end zone. So a good leg on display once again by Barfus, and we'll see a touchback.
Nice little breeze behind him there. And that, again, that's why, the Warriors defended that goal, is make Roncalli go, 80 yards into the wind if you're going to try and throw it.
Yeah, game strategy definitely starts at the coin flip. There's no doubt about it. It might seem a little insignificant at times, but there's always a plan when they go out there at the 50-yard line. The Warriors scrambling around here trying to get set. They just will. And Fisher with the direct snap. Out across the 40-yard line, going to get tackled finally across the 45 to the 46, and a huge gain on first down by Fisher.
Yeah,
there's one of those unique.
They pulled everybody.
Yeah.
And if you're the Warriors, you got to stay flat. And I'm guessing the Warriors are probably expecting a trick play or something. But again, you got to get lined up sooner.
They really weren't.
Then read your keys, stay flat, and we got to get 11 guys to the ball.
That was about a kickoff return look there. Like you said, everybody was coming to that left side, and Warriors had to fight through all the bodies in traffic and find the ball. 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. Handoff is to Larson, and he'll get blew up in the backfield.
Yeah, that was a nice job. I think that was Matt Brozick there. From his DN spot, he saw him come, he shed the block and just sat still and made a nice tackle there.
Caden Larson tackled for a loss of 3, going to be 2nd and 13, and a good response, good answer by the Warriors after giving up that big chunk of yardage on first down. Out of the gun, Fisher pulls it out, going to keep it himself and taken back for another loss. So back-to-back negative plays for the Cavaliers as the Warriors defense getting all over things in the backfield.
Yeah, I think maybe the Warriors might have just relaxed a little bit on first down and then got punched right in the mouth and woke up the bear. They've definitely dug in here deep, and now they got Roncalli in probably a passing situation here.
From their own 40-yard line, 3rd and 16. And Fisher looks to his right, tries to get it out in time. That one kind of held up there. He's able to complete the pass. Gain of about 7 yards. Completed out there to Jet Johnson, sophomore wideout for the Cavaliers. Boy, that pass seemed like it took a long time to get there, but
it looked
effective, though.
Yeah, it looked like the corner was getting ready to pick it off, and it just hung up there, and the next thing you know is completion. But, again, the Warriors will give that up, and you got 4th and 9.5 here.
So back to punt once again is Stewart. Gets that one away, another short one, but it's going to take a favorable bounce for the Cavaliers and be down at the Warrior 26-yard line. And so much better job that time by the Cavaliers flipping field position. Going to make the Warriors have to earn this one by quite a bit more.
Yep, good field position. Again, though, for the Warriors, and not as good as last drive. But
26-yard line is not bad, but compared to getting it on the opponent's side of the field, it seems a lot worse. 4:38 remaining here in the opening quarter. Again, Cavaliers have punted twice. Warriors on a 48-yard drive scored the first touchdown of the game, and that's where we're at right now, 6-0 Warriors. Double wing, it's going to be Barfus. Into the crowd, and we've seen that already a lot tonight. Players just getting stacked up and stood up and until the whistles blow.
Yep, another good job there by Roncalli, just kind of not letting him bounce it outside. As we see Warriors on their sub-rotation, looks like we got Zach Olson in there now. And, Keyser at the other back, and then, as you said, Aiden Barfus at fullback now.
Olson in motion. They'll get it right back to Barfus, and a good open field tackle by Fish. No, that's going to be Kramer. Noah Kramer on the stop for the Cavaliers.
It looked like maybe the same play as previous, maybe not, but the Warriors, we've seen that from them last couple weeks. If something works, they go back-to-back plays.
Stop it.
Stop it. Why not? But third and 5 here, so we'll see what the Warriors dial up
from their own 31-yard line. Keyser goes in motion, and that one was doomed from the time Barfus got the ball. There was 3 Cavaliers in the backfield, and the man getting to him was Zane Backus.
Yeah, they definitely knew what the Warriors had dialed up there, too. Both backers on that side just shot the gaps. Something like that, you got to get a line call out, and you got to cut them if you have to, and you just can't let guys through there. You get head up and see those backers coming.
So a loss of 2 yards. They're going to bring up 4th and 7 here, and we'll see a punt from Barfus and the Warriors. Snap is good. And a short, low spiral kick, or punt rather, going to go just on the opposite side of the 50 to the 49 of the Cavaliers. And that's where they will have it, 1st and 10, in their best starting field position of the night.
Yeah, it looked like good pressure there coming. I think he had to rush it just a little bit, and maybe just with the weather kind of off the side of the foot. But, you can really see that mist in the lights now.
Yeah.
Just keeps getting heavier and heavier. I know they said might be transitioning to snow here.
That single wing, and we're going to have movement early on the Cavaliers.
And that's one thing that, just watching some film this week, it looked like to me they had a tendency to do that. It looked like they maybe had gotten away with it a few times. I really noticed it more with their backs when they were in double wing formation. They'd send one back in motion, and they'd kind of run a reverse or a counter. And it looked like to me the back that was getting the counter was going in motion too. So that'll be something to watch as we go here.
Fisher going to roll to his right. Eyes downfield, going to be pursued by Hammerbeck. And he's taken down, but able to get rid of it before he was. So it'll be incomplete, and it'll stay 2nd and 15.
Yeah, good pressure there by Sean. He probably wishes he didn't let him get so far outside, but they're definitely have watched their film, and they know where Sean Hammerbeck is. But that was just a athleticism play there by Sean, and good job by the quarterback just getting that off before getting sacked.
Yeah, heady play for sure. So clock stopped at 2:21. Roncalli with 2 punts, winner with 1. Both teams have had good looks at field position here early. And currently 2nd and 15 as the Warriors secondary scrambling around and going to let it go. Pass complete over the middle. That's Keegan Stewart, the senior. And then ball comes out, but they're able to recover it.
Yeah, it looked like there that Zach could have maybe come up and made a play on that ball. And, they made a nice pass. But, again, the Warriors, you got to get lined up. I know the coaching staff probably not happy about that, but they were running all over. Linebackers are trying to get him in the correct spot, and Aberdeen Roncalli took advantage of it.
Yeah, 6'3" Stewart. And that one up the middle. Progress going to get stopped. Caden Larson on the carry. He'll pick up a couple down to the 37 of the Warriors.
Yeah, you just got to keep battling here through the elements. Can't let the weather get the best of you. And it's probably easier for those that are playing both ways. Being out there on the field, you don't get as
circulating.
Yeah, you don't get as cold, but you're only playing one way, or you're kind of a rotation guy. You got to be staying loose on the sideline, that's for sure.
2nd and 7 for the Cavaliers. And Warriors all over that one, snuffed it out. A little trick. Deception in the backfield, but Fisher was not aided by that at all. Warriors were all over that one.
Yeah, good job there by the Warriors. And again, watching film, I've seen them run that, several times. That's one of their favorite plays. And if you, don't stay home, he'll give it on that reverse or the counter as well.
3rd and 10. Low snap handled by Fisher. Pass looked like it should have been completed out there to Behan, but falls incomplete. And it's going to bring 4th and 10 now, and an interesting decision coming up.
Well, I would punt it and try to pin them deep. Hopefully you can get it to stop with inside the 10. Again, if your keezer, it's over your head, you let it go, and I don't know if I'd even try fair catching here either. Just let it roll dead somewhere and deal with it.
No pressure on Stewart again. He gets another one away. Going to angle that one towards the far sideline, and a nice punt. It will be downed inside the 10. Looks like about the 9-yard line. And so the Warriors pin deep this time with just 31 seconds remaining in this opening quarter.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. That's why you punt it. Just make the Warriors go 90 yards, and hopefully your defense can get a stop again.
And if you're the Cavaliers, you're definitely not forgetting your last time out there on defense where you stopped the Warriors and made them punt it away. Now that they've got to go 90 yards for a score here, so you're riding that bit of momentum defensively. Again, packing 9 guys within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. Attacking straight up the middle.
Looked like Gus Bartles there on the carry. Which again, Warriors going to that rotation again. Pick up a 2. Again, just got to get our heads up and pick up the linebackers. A lot of shifting, before the snap. Just get the line calls and make a commitment.
That'll take us to the end of the first quarter. As a little bit predicted, a low-scoring affair here. We've seen a lot more punting than we have threats to score. Yeah, all season is right as well. Fresh 12 minutes on the board. We'll take a quick minute break and be back to Warrior Field after this.
We've got a history of serving you, a history of family-owned community banking that goes back over 100 years. We grew up here. We're local. And local ownership means local decisions. It means our products are tailored to meet local needs. We take pride in our support of many local organizations and encourage community growth through charitable contributions and employee involvement. First Fidelity Bank, member FDIC. First-class banking on a first-name basis.
Shirley's Diner is located at 142 East 2nd Street in Winters, South Dakota. Come meet Martha 1 and Martha 2 and their friendly, courteous staff. Shirley's Diner is open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Breakfast is served all day, and check out the Shirley's Diner Facebook page for all their daily lunch specials. All meals are made fresh and homemade every day. If you can't make it to the diner, they'll deliver. Just call 605-842-3903. Shirley's Diner serves customers from near and far and are a proud supporter of all school activities on Sports Ticket Live. It's easy to remember. There's nothing finer than Shirley's Diner.
Elevated.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
We have flip sides of the field, so now the Warriors are going to experience what the Cavaliers got to experience for the first 12 minutes of game time here. And unfortunately, the Warriors have a long ways to go in that direction if they're going to come away with the score on this drive. So 2nd and 8. Double wing for the Warriors. Fullback. Like a gain of maybe about 3 by Gus Bartles.
Again, we talk about this, week in, week out. It's not good when you look down there and you see linemen standing watching the, guy get tackled. Again, we get a credit. They just got to dig in here and block to the whistle, and
yeah, we don't.
Especially if you're pinned this deep and going right into the wind. So,
yeah, we don't want to beat up on them very bad because there's way more times they're doing incredible things down there. But you're right, they gotta. And we're going to see our first Warrior penalty, and probably not in the spot of the field or down in distance that you want to see that happen.
No, absolutely not. Those are shooting yourself in the foot there. So I'm guessing we're going to see a little bit of different play call here.
Morehart takes the play from the sideline into the huddle. Warriors facing a 3rd and long 10 here. Quickly out of the huddle to the line. See a bit of a different defensive look this time by the Cavaliers as well. And not a whole lot happening there. In fact, might have actually lost a yard or so, and he did. Close to 2-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, again, the Cavaliers are doing a nice job. At the point of attack, those backers are flowing nice, and right now they're just making the right play calls and guessing maybe correctly. Warriors just got to get their heads up and do a better job of blocking.
Low snap, punting out of his own end zone. Barfus able to get a nice one away though. Fair catch called and caught at the 41-yard line of the Warriors. So a nice job by Barfus having a punt out of the towards the back part of his own end zone into the wind. On a night like tonight, that was a pretty good punt.
With pressure coming. That you could see the spiral from up here. That was definitely a beauty of a kick into that wind.
Yeah, that low snap didn't do him any favors. Had that not happened, might not have felt quite that same amount of pressure. So now Cavaliers winning the
field position.
Yeah, the game of field position here as of late. Where's nice job defensively there, stopping the ball carrier Noah Kramer for a short loss of a yard or so.
And again, it looked like Matt Brozick there. He might not have made the tackle there, but he did a nice job from his DN spot. He felt that double team coming. He just made a pile, and that's definitely huge. If you're there and you feel a double or a kick out guy coming, just make a pile and let your linebackers and everybody else clean it up for you.
And Warriors destroy that one in the backfield. So,
well, and that's
Hammerbeck.
And that's why that young man is getting looked at from Division I schools. Is plays just like that is just athleticism, and what a heck of a play there by Sean Hammerbeck.
So a loss of a couple on that one's 3rd and 13 now for the Cavaliers, who went backwards in consecutive plays. Warriors defense rising up here big, trying to force another Cavalier punt. And out of the gun, low snap. Handle Fisher with time, but he's going to throw off his back foot. Just puts it out there, and that one could have been caught, but it's going to fall incomplete. Trying to get it to Kramer. That play picking up yards-wise if their decision was going to change at all just based on how this game is going and the wind direction and stuff, but not getting anything there. There's pressure. And I don't know.
Yeah, you can't hit the punter. I know he's making a play on the ball, but
that was my question, if it was incidental or not.
Yep. And those are mistakes, and he watched. I mean, the official's right there. He watched the whole thing, and made sure, and he definitely hit the leg there. So that was a good call by the officials. That's 2 weeks in a row. I think we've seen that. Yep. My memory is correct, and those are the ones you gotta avoid. Now you're give them even better field position. They're at the 29 here, and
from getting the ball to giving them the ball on a first down and 29-yard line. And ball on the ground.
And I guess
fumble recovered by the Warriors.
That's one way to get it back, I guess.
Nothing hurt.
Noah Best there, it looked like, with the fumble recovery.
That was kind of a quiet fumble. There wasn't a whole big reaction. I think it happened so quickly. Nobody really had much of a chance. It was, you're right, it was number 73, Noah Best, the senior for the Warriors, who got on it very quickly, and nobody had much of a chance to even think about covering that fumble.
Yeah, it must have maybe slipped out of the center's hand and kind of hit there, and maybe we can see here on the replay.
We'll see if the Warriors can hit them while they're hurt here, coming out of the T formation, 1st and 10. And a good double team tackle that time on Keyser.
Obviously we want, people in the stands and watching, but those of you that are at home, you made the correct decision tonight.
Yeah, I don't blame you a bit, and we thank you for tuning in here tonight, logging on. Brad Harms, number 51, kind of the primary tackler that time on that last one on Keyser. Gained 4, though, 2nd and 6. Right back to the T formation. And that one going to be stopped for no gain.
And again, I talked about this on that first drive. We're just not getting our eyes up and reading blocks. We missed another opportunity there. Just have patience. We want to bounce it outside, but you got to follow your blockers where it's supposed to go and read your blocks. It's not always going to be a bounce to the outside.
That time Sargent not successful there as he got back to the line of scrimmage. That one's on the ground, and Moorhart just going to cover it up. He'll lose 1 on the play. It's going to be 4th and 6. So both teams putting one on the ground. Difference is Warriors recover that one, but going to make a big difference in field position, hopefully, but it's going to be 4th down, and Warriors are facing a punt here.
Well, again, we talked about the elements playing a part of it, and it
Very
definitely
noticeable.
has so far, yep.
So Barfus with more room to work this time, kind of a high hanging snap, able to get it away. And that punt, not going to take much of a bounce at all. It's going to die at the 38-yard line where it is downed. And so the Cavaliers will have 6:23 remaining here before the half and all 3 timeouts to go. See if they can piece together their first scoring drive and tie things up here with the Warriors.
Well, and one thing with both teams putting it, running it pretty much. Cavaliers have passed a few times, but it'll definitely make the time on the clock keep going quickly.
Which there's probably very few people upset about that tonight.
Especially if you're sitting outside.
It's Larson on the carry for the Cavaliers. He'll pick up 3 on first down to the 42-yard line. Yeah, a lot of respect for those people that were staring at across the field. And what matters worse is, granted, hopefully a lot of them have blankets or bleacher seats underneath them, but you're sitting on those aluminum bleachers on top of it. You better put on a few layers.
Well, and it might not be too bad with the way the wind's blowing.
Though. Another fumble, but this one going to be recovered by Fisher, able to get on it, but it'll be a loss of 5 yards.
Yeah, again, we're just seeing the ball, I think, just getting, soaked. I mean, that one just went right through him. So, just something to watch, and, one of these teams is going to take big advantage of it, and it might be the difference in the game.
Evan Bartles did that.
Yep.
Was that last week, or was that 2?
I don't know. They all run together for me.
I don't remember, but I do remember the scoop and score on that side of the field. Snap handled by Fisher. He'll get one out on time. Caught, but a good open field tackle that time. Was that Blair?
Yep.
Blair on the stop.
And again, the Warriors they'll give that up on third down. Just come up just like he did and make a nice tackle. And he did. He made a beautiful tackle there. And now you got him in 4th and 5, and you just can't shoot yourself in the foot now.
Yeah, good foreman finish by Blair that time. Like you said, the only regret you'd have by letting him have that is if you missed the tackle, but he was sure not to on that one. And another penalty flag going to come out. Last time the Warriors gave the Cavaliers a first down. This time we'll check and see.
I would assume it's on the Cavaliers, but maybe too many men on the field. Nope,
gonna wave it off. Stewart again, the senior, 6'3", 215. Big target for the Cavaliers. Doing the punting tonight. He'll have the wind at his back, and this one going to be a lot better because of it. Keyser staying close to that ball. Thought of it, and that.
Yeah, he wanted to pick it up, but that was still a good decision. It's just.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to give it up.
Nothing
like that,
good was going to come out of that situation right there.
No, not at all. And Noah Kramer had a good bead to the ball on that one as he got down there and pounced on it. Make sure it wasn't going to end up skipping into the end zone. 4:12 remaining here. The Warriors might have one last opportunity to put together a long scoring drive here. It'll be a great finish to a low scoring first half. And kind of a conservative call there as Moorhart keeps it and tries to catch him right up the middle.
Yeah, you can just definitely tell the weather is just messing with everybody, especially offensively. Just a lot of miscommunication. Just everybody's soaking wet.
And I got to think, and I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but as we've mentioned, we can see that good solid mist just blowing into the face of it, now the Warriors offense. As you're looking into that, it has to be, if nothing else, distracting, but miserable as well, and just tough to keep a focus when you don't even want to look downfield.
See, I thought that was a better job there of, reading that block. But just, not much there.
Yeah, Keyser maybe with a couple. That's
yep.
about it.
But good patience and, again, just ball security. And
are you a little surprised you don't see a timeout here by the Cavaliers?
No, not with 3 minutes. If it was, under 2, I would see, definitely a timeout.
And Barfus hit once, bounced off, but went nowhere anyways. And finding yards for the Warriors offense has been getting tougher lately.
Yeah, Roncalli's doing a nice job and just giving them no running room. But again, watching the replay, and that's something the Warriors will fix at halftime is, again, guys, I know it's miserable out there, but everybody's playing in the same conditions. You got to block to the whistle.
So 4th and 7 and another punt out of his own end zone with Barfus. Did a nice job. He's looking. He wants to make sure he's not going to go out of the back of the end zone. And that one gets up in the jet stream.
I was going to say that might go backwards.
I had a feeling it could, but that one went straight up.
Yeah, and that's, again, that's why you take the wind. But it all started, in my opinion, on the running into the punter. That's been the downfall. From there on, the Warriors haven't been able to do anything offensively. If you make them kick, they're going to have good field position at about the 25. That you're not pinned deep, and maybe you got some room to work with.
And Fisher has his target, but it's going to be picked off in the end zone. Keyser with the interception in the end zone, and so another turnover, and Winter gets the ball right back.
Yeah, nice play by Carson there. Came over from his corner spot and, came over top. But, that now maybe the Warriors will be able to do something with the ball.
Had at least a 6-inch height advantage there in his intended target, Stewart, but just overthrew him by quite a ways, and Keyser just playing center field. They're able to catch it and keep it in the end zone. So 1:49 to go.
Now it's when you wish you had the wind to your back and could go.
We'll take a couple shots here maybe. T formation from the 20-yard line. And able to bounce it out, stayed on his feet, tackled out of bounds is Barfus, and so like that, Warriors find 10 yards of offense out to the 30-yard line.
And the Warriors, wanted a late hit out of bounds, which he did hang on to him, well out of bounds and twisted him sideways. I
think what saved him is he didn't take him to the ground.
Right, if he would have taken him to automatic. But again, that's what Warriors do. They, good blocking, just going T formation, just everybody down block, nothing fancy, and
this time it's Sargent on the handoff. And he'll pick up about 4 yards.
Yeah, they're literally bringing 9 guys every play, and if the Warriors are able just to get past that 4 yards, they could easily break one.
As you're saying it, here we go. By an ankle.
Well, and that's why
Noah Kramer possibly with a touchdown-saving tackle there on Barfus out to the 48-yard line.
Well, and I'm guessing that's why you have your best tacklers at the safety position there. Those two back if you're playing the Warriors.
A lot of pressure on them to make plays, and there he made one of them. But, yeah, right on cue. You were saying it, and we saw it happen. A minute to go. Warriors, here's Sargent again on the right side. Stacked up at the 50-yard line.
Timeout by the Warriors, I think.
Yeah, we're going to see a timeout taken by the Warriors. Clock will be stopped at 52 seconds to go. Warriors hanging on to that 6-0 lead. They haven't scored since the first time they had the ball. We'll see what they can do here right before the half. We'll be back after this.
Agronomics is now added to Cal Basgrow to our seed lineup. Along with brands like LG Seeds, Dakota, and Westbred, we can find the best hybrid to fit your farm. When it comes to your chemicals, we can finance many of your chemical needs for 1.9% while still offering full cash discounts. Elevate is also your precision planting dealer, with a meter stand and an expert on staff to help get your row units and planting equipment ready for this upcoming season. Give us a call or check us out at elevateagronomics.com. Elevate Agronomics. Reach new heights.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org. or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
And we're coming back here as we see Barfus on another run, able to bounce it outside and work all the way to the sideline and pick up another big first down here coming out of that timeout. Able to get out of bounds, crucial here on a time-saving drive.
Right, a very good decision by getting out of bounds and, saving one of those timeouts and just keep moving the chains here. You got plenty of time, 43 seconds.
T formation, 1st and 10 Warriors. That's a fumble, able to pick it up though, and turns just a little bit of something out of what could have been really bad.
Yeah, I would assume here pretty soon they're going to be switching the balls out at, every play. I saw, after the Roncalli missed snap, they brought a new one in, a dry one in, but definitely being a concern right now.
So able to pick up a yard on what could have been disastrous here for the Warriors as they're trying to sneak one in before the end of the half. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Was a time.
There's a lot of uncertainties in farming and ranching today, but one thing is certain. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell are your crop and livestock insurance specialists. Statewide agents have a background in agriculture and work hard to provide growers and ranchers with risk management plans and insurance coverage that fits their business needs. From hail insurance, livestock revenue protection, to multi-peril crop and revenue insurance, Statewide will help you with the right decisions. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell. Locally owned, your dependable partner in crop and livestock protection and equal opportunity provider.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
And we're coming back out of the second Warriors timeout here. 2nd and 9. Wind and precipitation in the face of the offense here. Morehart hands off. Barfus bounces off somebody's back and keeps going, and he'll pick up another 10 yards.
We kind of got to hurry, but still, still got plenty of time. The clock stops on the first down. Now he's winding it. You still got enough time. Just get up there. Ball security again.
T formation, 18 seconds to go. And it's right back to Barfus. Lowers his head, taken down by a trio of Cavaliers, and we're probably going to see the third timeout happen right here. With 11 seconds to go, Coach Olson will kill the clock here. And quickly before we head to a break, you got to score.
Yeah, 7-0 again, Rapid City Christian over Dual.
All right, we'll be back right after this.
Mead Lumber is 100% employee-owned. Mead Lumber is your source for building materials. Whether your plans are for new construction or updating your existing home or barn, Mead Lumber provides the know-how and the materials you need. Lumber, steel, roofing, siding, drywall, windows, doors, and so much more. Start to finish, Mead Lumber has what you need and want for your project. Mead Lumber is your hometown lumber yard. Stop in and see what Mead can do for you. 102 North Main Street in Winter.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
So with 11 seconds left, facing a second down here, the Warriors stringing together a nice drive after being pinned back very deep. They played a lot of the second quarter on the losing side of field position, but Warriors doing a nice job here. Could be unfortunate if they don't come away with something just due to the time constraints here. But either way, it's a positive thing going into the locker room at halftime, just being able to move the ball again.
Absolutely, and they've been doing a nice job of moving it. I was going to say, oh no.
Oh, that one's intercepted. Morehart's pass trying to get it to Hammerbeck.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind the play call there. That was probably going to be about your best option to score, more than likely. But Morehart's pass intercepted, and so the Cavaliers stopped the threat before the clock could.
Yeah, you got to be able to see that deep safety, and I'm guessing Roncalli is thinking the same thing. The Warriors are out of timeouts. They're probably going to throw it here. Deep safety, just read the quarterback, and kid made a nice play on the ball.
So Cavaliers hand it off, and we'll take it to the locker room here with a 6-0 lead. Yeah, you weren't very far off in your prediction that we wouldn't see a whole lot of points here, and pretty easy to understand why, especially if you were actually out here tonight at Warrior Field. Both teams just having miserable conditions to play in, but then some turnovers and some penalties. Cavaliers haven't moved the ball a whole lot tonight. Warriors had a couple pretty good possessions, but only one came away with points, and that was the very opening possession of the game. So we've been stuck at 6-0 here for a while, but we're going to cut away for a few minutes, hopefully have some stats to bring to you on the Faninga halftime report, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so.
It might be time for you to strongly consider leasing bulls from Jorgensen Land and Cattle. Here's Cody.
We'll get the bull to your place. Generally, we'll be able to get the bull picked up when you're done with them. So there's no reason for you to have a bull around your place for 9 to 10 months of the year that you don't need him. He's just costing you money. He's eating feed. He's tearing up your corral. So there's just no reason for it. It's become very popular just in the fact that it's convenient for people.
Call 1-800-548-BULL.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Ask Miller and Associates in Platte, South Dakota, if auto owners make sense for you.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
For over 130 years, Bank West has earned long-term customer relationships by continually adapting to current customer needs while never losing touch with its South Dakota roots. With all our branches and our corporate offices firmly rooted in South Dakota, you can count on Bank West for solutions and service backed by hometown values. We've been there and we'll be there. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Learn more at bankwest-sd.bank. Member FDIC.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Stop by your hometown grocer, County Fair, now in Winter and Platte. Same friendly faces with a brand new name. County Fair is a fourth-generation family-owned business based in South Dakota. They offer friendly service and the freshest food at great prices. County Fair carries premium certified Angus beef, locally grown produce, and much more. Shop County Fair in Winter and Platte, the friendliest store in town.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Miller and Associates in Platt, South Dakota, if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Schrader Electric and Control, located in Winter, is available for all your electrical service needs. With close to 40 years of experience, Brian and his crew can take care of all your electrical projects, residential or commercial. Schrader Electric works with new construction, remodels, and new additions. Call Brian at 605-840-8913 to get a quote or schedule your next electrical service. Schrader Electric and Control is a proud sponsor of the schools on the Live Ticket Network.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Your local cooperative has a new name. CHS Northern Plains and CHS Midwest Cooperative have joined together to better serve you under the new name CHS River Plains. You gain more options and more value with access to global markets and a powerful supply chain. And you can do more every day using inputs delivered by a team who knows what you need when you need it. Visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in today and let us help you own every day.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
The Winter Advocate is the exclusive newspaper of Tripp County, serving Winter, Colome, and the surrounding communities. Each Wednesday, you'll find the latest in state and local news, sports, job openings, classifieds, and all legal public notices. Call 842-1481 or stop down to 125 West 3rd to start your subscription today. Don't forget our deadlines, Friday at 5 p.m. for the Advocate and 12 on Fridays for the Rocket. The Winter Advocate is a proud partner of Winter Warriors Live and wish the Warriors and Lady Warriors success all this season.
Are you confident that you have the right products for your fields? Contact Sherm Gucci with Hogemeyer, the right seed. Sherm will help you select the right products for your acres, corn, soybeans, alfalfa, and sorghum. If world-class genetics and a seed rep with an unwavering commitment is important to you, go with Sherm Gucci and Hogemeyer, the right seed. Phone 402-760-2172.
Computers and More, located at 27786 311th Avenue, is obviously your computer sales and repair in Winter. The More is so much other than you can imagine. We are your local outlet for Winter Warriors sports apparel. We do screen printing and embroidery for your purple and gold attire. Stop in and check out all our gear on hand for you to wear at the next game. Call us at 842-9057 and see how we can design your company logo on all types of clothing. And remember, thanks for keeping it local.
Easy Entrees is a locally owned business that specializes in take and bake entrees. We feature an assortment of frozen, ready-to-bake options for you to choose from. All of our recipes are made with care and fresh ingredients so that you can have a healthy and delicious meal, allowing you to have more quality time with your family. Our menus change monthly. Just click on our banner ad at the sports ticket page to see our current monthly menu. Remember, dishing up dinner is as easy as picking up the phone and dialing 842-EASY for Easy Entrees.
Rosenberg Implement wants you to get a jump on next year's summer haying season by offering an 8% discount this week on windrower sections and knives. Your windrower head can take a beating with knives and sections while cutting low to the ground. Now is the perfect time to replace them before you put your John Deere windrower away for the winter. Stop at any of Rosenberg Implement's locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming and save 8% on windrower sections and knives this week.
No job is too big or small for the gang at H&O Electric in winter. Whether it's a simple task around the house, remodel, new addition, or new construction, we provide residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, or electrical work in winter and the surrounding area. We handle it all. Call 605-842-1117 for service or more information on your next project, big or small. H&O Electric is your authorized dealer for Trane heating systems too. Good luck in today's event.
H&O Electric is a proud supporter of all area student athletes and activities on Live Ticket TV.
Winter Dental, located at 911 Golden Prairie Drive, is proud to provide Winter and the surrounding area with high-quality, high-tech, patient-centered dentistry. Dr. Brad and the entire staff, including hygienists Michaela Smith and Sierra Hansen, are honored to have the opportunity to serve the good people of Winter and the surrounding area with gentle, compassionate, and high-quality dental services. For information on all the services they can provide you or to make an appointment, please call 605-842-1793. or go to winterdentalclinic.com.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Eklund Tax Service, located at 323 Main Street in Gregory, South Dakota, is available for all your tax preparations. Mark Eklund has been a staple in the Gregory community for many years and wants to help you and your business have success by specializing in all types of bookkeeping. Eklund Tax can take care of any agricultural, retail, or personal bookkeeping or tax preparation. Call Mark at Eklund Tax today at 605-835-9665.
Do you have the right financial advisor to help you reach your goals? Ameriprise Advisors can create a personalized, goal-based plan to help you prepare for whatever life brings so you can feel more confident about your financial future. Call Wealth Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, today at 605-842-3832. That's 605-842-3832. Office is located at 214 East 2nd Street, Winter, South Dakota, 57580. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC.
And as promised, we're coming back at you with the Faninga halftime show as we're wrapping up halftime here. Just a few minutes to go before that cold third quarter is ready to start. 6-0, your score on the scoreboard. Winner again with the ball in the very first possession on the short field. Finds the end zone. Since then, the offense kind of got hard to come by, really, for both teams, but especially for the Warriors much of that second quarter. And then they pieced together a good-looking drive and run out of time and then ultimately turn it over, kind of feeling the pressure a little bit and the predictability of that situation. But let's look at some of those stats.
Yeah, the Warriors had 6 first downs, 27 carries, 126 yards, 0 for 1 in the air and 1 interception there. For Aberdeen, Roncalli, 2 first downs, 12 rushes, 29 yards, 4 receptions, 30 yards, 4 of 8. In the air, they did lose a fumble. Noah Best had the fumble recovery and threw an interception. Carson Keyser had that interception. Aiden Fisher had the interception for Roncalli. Some leaders offensively for the Warriors. Aiden Barfus, 13 rushes, 101 yards in that 21-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. Jude Sargent, 4 rushes, 10 yards. Carson Keyser, 3 rushes, 4 yards. Zach Olson, 1 rush, 3 yards. Stratton Morehart, 2 for 3. Gus Bartles, 3 carries, 2 yards. Aberdeen Roncalli, Aiden Fisher leads their way. 6 rushes, 22 yards. Caden Larson, 4 rushes, 5 yards. Passing, Aiden Fisher is 4 of 8 for 30 yards and did have that interception. Time of possession, the Warriors had the ball for 13 minutes and 16 seconds, and Aberdeen Roncalli had it for 10 minutes and 44 seconds. So most of that, again, came on the last series there of the drive. But Roncalli actually controlled the time of possession in the first quarter, roughly 6.5 minutes, and to the Warriors 5.5, and then obviously flip-flop there in the second quarter.
Yeah, right now it's just going to be important. Of course, both teams taking shelter during the halftime, trying to get warmed up and dried off a little bit the best they can, only to come right back out into the elements. But pretty important to get the blood flowing again here before we start third quarter action. As Warriors were out a little bit ahead of the Cavaliers, and both teams doing a little bit of jogging around, moving around, stretching it up. Just as important on a cold day as a hot day, probably more important. Yeah, and it's not going to probably get any better. You just got to deal with it. And again, if you're the Warriors, most people know this, but if you don't let Roncalli score, they're not going to win. That's it. It doesn't matter if you win 40-0 or 24-18 or 6-0 is a win, and that is very true. They have points on the board. They are in control of this game, even if it doesn't necessarily seem like it with a 6-0 lead. But you're right. All they got to do is just keep that same type of thing going, and they'll get the W. But we'd like to see some more offense come on here, and they have a chance to do things right away here as they'll receive the kickoff of the third quarter here, just a couple minutes away from that. Well, and it looks like just as kind of predicted, Aberdeen Roncalli took the wind here in this third quarter. Obviously, they're hoping to pin Winter Deep and make them punt into that wind again. Again, if you're the Warriors, field position, and don't shoot yourself in the foot, and you should be perfectly fine. Yeah, we've seen Roncalli with a fair share of penalties. Winner with a couple, I think, and both teams having some turnover or at least ball control issues, even if they're able to recover their own fumbles. But it's hard to say that's going to be cleaned up in the second half when you're facing the same or worse conditions. But just got to get a good feel on the ball and hang on tight as you can, and hopefully they keep feeding you some semi-dry balls, anyways. Yeah, and we got to give a shout out to the chain gang. They're out there dealing with the elements as well as long as the officials. And you probably saw a little shot there that head official. He's trying to get out of the elements as well, hiding behind the goalpost there, just trying to get any little bit of windbreak he can. It's an intelligent official. only chance he's got, he found it. So we're going to see the first kickoff here of the night by the Cavaliers. And so we'll see the Warriors, Olson and Keyser, with their first chance, and the ball will blow off the tee. Like Fisher will do the kicking off for the Cavaliers. And he gets that one away. It's a short directional kick. fielded, smart, just get down, protect the ball, and they'll have it from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, again, just, the Warriors, they practice that all the time. So, obviously they know that's a live ball and you got to recover it. Great job there. It looked like maybe Gus Bartles there on the recovery.
Brevin Bolander.
Brevin Bolander.
I think.
Well, we owe him an apology last week, too. He did get that interception, so we're sorry about that, Brevin, and that was him there on that recovery as well.
Oh, and as I say that, I'm not sure that it was. He was right there, but I don't know if he ended up with it. And into the open field, and nobody for 10 yards. Keyser putting distance between him and the defender. He could have walked in, but he'll stay running. Touchdown Warriors, 12-0.
Yeah, and I'll say it again this week. Nobody makes better adjustments than the Warrior coaching staff at halftime. And I guarantee you they saw something there, and Lyman probably challenged them at halftime. And, again, you get through that 4 yards, and he was gone. What a run there by Carson Keyser.
Yeah, it almost caught me off guard. It happened pretty quick, and he was into the open field, and there was nobody close to him. And that's we could say that 100 times this game or any game. That defense just sells out, and they'll get burned. And when they do, it looks that bad.
Here comes the T-Bone Treehouse 2-point conversion. That didn't work either.
No. Try to switch it up a little bit to help them out. Didn't work. So the score will stay 12-0, but I tell you, 12 is better than 6 in a game like this. 11:46 to go in the third quarter. We'll step away for a minute and be back after this.
Winter Regional Healthcare Center is proud to sponsor coverage of Winter Warriors and Lady Warriors athletics and activities on Winter Warriors Live. Best of luck in today's event. Here at Winter Regional Healthcare, we are committed to professional care with a personal touch at our locally owned hospital, clinic, and long-term care facility. For more information on services we provide, check out our website at winterregional.org. Winter Regional, proud to support the student athletes and activities. Honored to serve the families of South Central South Dakota and our community for over 65 years. Remember, professional care with the personal touch at Winter Regional Healthcare.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
And we're coming back again with the Warriors. As they spent the entire second quarter, they'll spend the third quarter staring into that strong breeze out there, and the moisture coming right at them too, thanks to that wind. We'll see a kickoff here by Barfus. See what he's able to do with it. You can see it just get up into the wind and die, and that's actually going to help out. No chance for a return as James Behan's able to just cover it, and that's about all he could really do with that.
Yeah, if you get it really high up there in the wind and you don't go and catch that, it could definitely bounce anywhere. And
Advantage Warriors.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have nothing to lose but get to the ball, and the Cavaliers absolutely have to get to that ball. So 1st and 10 Cavaliers. Warriors have scored both of their first opportunities of the game and of the third quarter, the second half. Trying to stretch things out a bit is Larson and the Cavaliers. And it didn't look like the Warriors defense gave him anything on that one. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good job over there by, the D-line, and looked like maybe the strong safety over there, just stringing that out.
Yeah, I gotta just say the amount of respect, and you can see most of the fans that are up there are taking full advantage of that back wall, trying to get out of the wind as much as possible. But I don't care; it's still cold and pretty miserable out there to be a spectator, an official, anybody out there. It's just having to sit or stand around. That one going to be complete. Good tight coverage, tackle made right away by Keyser, but they do complete it out there to Vacus.
Yeah, again, nothing hurt. And especially on a night like tonight, you'll give them that 5-yard out or whatever all night long, and just if you're gonna complete that all the way down the field, then congrats, because we saw that last week with Parker, trying to complete those 4 or 5 yards, dink and dunks is what we call them, and they weren't able to put any points on the board. So be even tougher tonight.
And low snap picked up, and he's just going to have to see what he can get, and he'll get about 4 yards.
Well, interesting playing call. The official just went down. Yeah.
That's not good.
He was running. He just went to stop. Looked like maybe they're going to measure here, and that tells you right there how slippery it is out there. And we hopefully Mr. Hutmaker is okay.
Oh wow, yeah, he got that leg folded up back behind him pretty good. Watching our up here, yeah. Casey Hutmaker, we know him pretty well around this area, like you said, Chamberlain crew, but he's definitely one that we know, and so it looks like he's going to stay on the field and try to walk it off. Players aren't the only ones that can get hurt, and we see a good example of a bad situation there when officials are out there again just doing the same thing as the players. They got to be out there, and their feet got to stay underneath them too, and he was just hustling up there and lost footing. Looks like he bent it backwards pretty good. And nose of the football, first down.
Before all that happened, I was going to say that was going to be an interesting play call if they're a yard short. Do you try and punt and pin the Warriors deep again, or you try to pick it up and give them good field position? But they got the first down, and I believe that's
Head coach Billy Young says thank you.
Yep.
Don't need to make that one. Time handed off. Larson on the carry, going to pick up close to 5 yards on the play. And I don't know, worth mentioning or not, again, we saw him called up for it, I think, a couple times in that first quarter. And you talked about how you saw a lot of that kind of stuff on the film, but I'm still kind of seeing it that this looks like that movement, that motion is all happening just pretty quick to the snap. Sometimes you wonder if it's just a little too early, but officiating crew doing a good job for us tonight.
And again, just Warriors struggling to get lined up a little bit.
Good timed hit on that one. Able to break things up.
Yeah, that was that's twice tonight we've seen Austin Blair come up and just lay a good hit on there. So
that's probably going to be a completion if Blair doesn't come up and deliver that timely hit.
Yeah, if he he's a couple seconds late, that's a completion for sure. He definitely caused the incompletion there.
Pass was a little high to Behan, but it looks like he has the ability to go up and get that one. So 3rd and 5 with pressure, able to get rid of it though. In a wide open field, doing a little dancing around, and I thought he just would have got downfield there after the completion, but made it interesting to be close to doing their first down.
Well, and from this event, looks like he has the first down, but we're gonna measure again to make sure. Definitely close enough to bring the chain gang back out and maybe warm them up a little bit, getting their legs moving.
Was his knee down when he picked up that snap?
Yeah, I don't know. That time Jet Johnson with the catch, and it just seemed like he was kind of almost frozen as to what he really wanted to do and trying to make a decision, and he is going to be short. So I can't stress. I think that was a very easy first down they could have picked up. Now, granted, we're talking 4th and inches here, but still, I think it would have been a first down completion pretty easily if he just didn't hesitate.
Yeah, now if you're the Warriors, just watch the ball. Don't give them any free first downs. And, yeah, again, he's down.
Yeah, he's down.
And I think he probably was maybe on the play before, but
Jody mentioned it off headset here that he thought he could have been, and that time he was, and that's the call. So didn't matter what the Warriors were going to do. He took himself out of the play on that one on a low snap.
And again, I mean, I still don't understand teams that are 4th and 1 and they're still in shotgun.
Yep.
It just
I don't care if that is
blows my mind.
I don't care if that's what you run 90% of your offense out of. You're giving yourself a smaller percentage chance, in my opinion. Of course, you do have to worry about the center quarterback exchange, but if you're not used to that as much, especially on a night like tonight. And Morehart, that time taken down by Fisher after a gain of 5 yards. We're up 2nd and 5. If we weren't so far away, I would take him up on that. PA announcer announcing half price on hamburgers and hot dogs from the concession stand, but we're far too far away for that. And the toss goes to Keyser. He's out. Should have enough for a first down.
Yeah, it looked like the Warriors maybe got away with a false start there. Looked like the wingback maybe moved just a little bit, but obviously it wasn't called, and first down by the Warriors.
Yeah, that's such a tough call sometimes to make when they're just so bang bang type situation. And Olsen will go in motion. He'll get the toss behind blockers. Ahead to looks like the 40-yard line, short gain. Yeah, and right now the Warriors again built into their natural game, and they've demonstrated the great ability to do so against a good competition. Is just manage that clock. Just absolutely bleed that clock and protect that lead and make that clock be an extra set of defense for you.
Or make a big play like they did on the first play and
sure.
Only
Just
use
put
14 seconds of it.
Morehart, quick hitter. Down to the 25-yard line, 26-yard line as he takes a step back.
Definitely in 4-down territory here if they don't pick it up. But, again, just ball security. And, we got to see that blocking like we saw in that first play. Just keep blocking till that whistle.
3rd and 4 for the Warriors. Olsen goes in motion. Barfus takes the handoff straight up the middle. Pyle falls forward. I say the whistle did blow pretty early. They're going to not give him where they ended up at all. They stopped forward progress long before it was stopped. And up until that point, I thought they'd done a pretty good job of staying pretty consistent with that and kind of letting them play before they blew the whistle that time. I don't know if I agree as strongly, but it's going to be 4th down either way that time for the Warriors, so they'll come up on a 4th and 2 here. Again, going into that wind and precipitation with halfway through the 3rd. And Cavaliers come across as long as the Warriors didn't make them. There was a lot of Cavaliers headed across the line too early, and so they'll give the Warriors a first down just to give them the favor back. The Warriors gave them in the second quarter.
Yep, and, good decision there by Warriors, and, just usually go on 1 or, teams kind of time it out and go on 2, and you see what happens.
And they get him to come across again.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody from the Warriors move, and he's allowed to go back. He came in motion, and he's allowed to go back and get reset.
So that's one way to take an overeager defense out of it.
Yep, make them guess now, and good.
And you would expect it on that 4th down. You wouldn't expect it right away again. Keyser with the carry. It looks like
little
he saw what I saw.
Extracurricular and
yeah, a Moorhart part of that down there.
But again, that's what if you get a penalty for that, you just tell them, hey, I'm glad you're blocking to the whistle, but when the whistle blows, you got to let up.
The Warriors come up to the ball, 2nd and 1, inside the 10-yard line. Sargent goes in motion. Moorhart keeps it himself. He's inside the 5, down the goal line. Touchdown, Moorhart. Stays on his feet. Back to the goal line, just kept the legs moving, and he's able to push himself in.
Yeah, nice quarterback toss there, and Moorhart did a nice job of keeping those feet going and push it in and get that ball across the plane.
So 18-0 your score here, 4:31 remaining in the third quarter.
T-bone pet wash. 2-point conversion coming up.
0 for 2 tonight. Be good to get this one here. Double wing for the Warriors. And Barfus able to get in. So they will go 1 of 3 here as they convert that one. And the score will be 20-0 with 4:31 remaining. We're going to take a quick break here to give our sponsors a chance for some recognition, and we'll be back to Warrior Field after this.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Early seed season is here. Litaw Seed carries Hefty brand corn and beans for their genetics, technology, and treatments. Hefty's corn has been very drought tolerant and an excellent yielding. We also have Enlist and Extended Flex soybeans for your choice in herbicide. With Dynagrow, we're at the top of the South Dakota field trials for their sunflowers and milo. And with Millbarn, we're the leader in grass, cover crop, and forages. Call 605-840-4591 for Litaw Seed, your source for corn to cover crops, soybeans to sunflowers, and all forages. That's 605-840-4591.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
And a short squib kick on the ground, directionally over here to the near sideline. Going to be dove on and recovered by the Cavaliers at the 45-yard line. Or, 40-yard line.
I was kind of hoping he would try to kick it, kick it deep.
Yeah,
I like just to see what it was going to do.
I like that idea, and you kind of almost seen it work in that opening kickoff for the third quarter. Give it a chance to do some crazy things up there in the wind. And that time, Larson is met hard, and
again, what a play there by Sean Hammerbeck from his DN spot.
Short loss for the Cavaliers, 2nd and 11. Now trailing by 3 scores. Things get a bit more serious here for the Cavaliers. 6-0 game seemed like anything could be possible. Now they're in a little bit more of a hole here as time starts to work away from them. Another low snap. Able to pick it up, though. Throws it downfield into triple coverage and completes it. Down to the 43-yard line of the Warriors. Good concentration that time by Stewart.
Yeah, just a good pass and catch. I was trying to watch the D lineman, trying to get to the quarterback. It looked like maybe, 72 and Sean Hammerbeck going at it pretty good. And looked like maybe a little holding, but, just something the officials probably watch a little.
Oh, and a fumble. And Fisher just...
smart decision just to fall on it and take the loss. And as you can see now, the white jerseys are getting a little muddy, a little dirty on them, and it's definitely not getting any. The wind just keeps picking up, and just that mist is just floating through the air.
Loss of 8 on that one. 2nd and 18 for the Cavaliers. Yeah, we've seen some troubles with snaps, a lot of them being low or just having to kind of double clutch some of them, and obviously the wind and wet ball conditions not helping you out in that shotgun. And how about Barfus just hand fighting the whole way there. Does a nice job of getting that ball away from the would-be completion.
Well, and it looked like Moorhart had fell down there and slipped, and he was supposed to be over top of that. And but yeah, go back to the the ball. I mean, our hands in here, we're inside, are cold. I can't imagine, gripping the ball, putting it in the wet grass. Most of them don't have gloves.
Another fumble. That one might be recovered by the Warriors. We'll see. Nope. Going to stay with the Cavaliers, but an already a 3rd and 18 situation is going to get even worse for him here. But yeah, that's again, they're working out of that shotgun formation as we had them scouted to be pretty well every play, and just that much worse to get that good grip on the ball. And
when it looked like the center, he's making good snaps. It's just maybe coming just a little too hard there.
Good punt. This one has a chance for a return as he spins his wheels trying. Keyser keeps his foot, though, and he's still on his feet. Cross to the 20 and tackled at the 26-yard line. That time by Behan.
Yeah, Zach Olson, he thought about it, and then he's like, oh, nope. I don't want to hear about this for the rest of the week. So the rest of the night and the rest of the week. And but smart decision. He saw the back and just let him go and didn't make the block in the back.
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors. That 20-0 lead, minute 49 to go. Sargent goes in motion. He'll get the toss. Right side. Now he's going to get in the open field. And one man to beat. And he's going to get tugged down, but not before he crosses into Cavalier territory down to the 46-yard line, and a huge run by Sargent.
Yeah, about a 30-yard gain there, and good run by Jude. We haven't, seen him pick up that many yards. He's usually the bruiser back, and but a good. And I think the Warriors are just wearing him down now, and I think combination of just kind of sensing it and the weather, it's could be getting ugly here in just a few minutes.
Luke Kaiser able to bring Sargent down. That was the only chance the Cavaliers had to keep him off the scoreboard again. And Keyser with another run. Looks like he'll get to the 42-yard line. Pickup of 3, 2nd and 7. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's, again, you almost count on that happening by this point in the game, and it's, I don't care what kind of condition you're in as a defense. It is just tough to go against this kind of an offensive attack that the Warriors bring. It's just gonna wear you down to some level. It's just a matter of how far. And quick one, Bartles from the fullback.
Well, now we see the Warriors in, ball control offense now, just, taking their time, using all of the play clock. No big hurry, just going to grind it out here.
Yeah, that should take us to the end of the third here. Warriors will stay huddled up.
Maybe try to get some warmth.
All right. 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Warriors after the quarter break. We'll step away and take a break with them. We'll be back right after this.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance, we know you have a lot of options, but it can be hard to find an honest, reliable auto repair shop. That's where we come in. Hometown Automotive, committed to providing our customers with honest, quality service at a reasonable price. We use years of training and experience to provide you with the best car care possible. Hometown does oil changes, tune-ups, and computer diagnostics. We sell tires, batteries, and Schaefer products. We install engines, trannies, starters, water pumps, brakes, and much more. Call us at 842-1722 and let our experience be your advantage.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota. Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
And we're back with the final 12 minutes of regulation on that clock, starting the fourth quarter. Warriors with the ball and driving, 3rd and 4. And Roncalli comes across again. They're selling on that motion. Keyser goes in motion, and again, that snap not happening imminently right after that, and just a little bit too much anticipation, not enough discipline.
Right, and it's a good way to slow the defense down if you're the Warriors. Just make them sit in there a little tighter and not get that jump on on the offense.
So 1st and 10 after the penalty, and Keyser has to hurdle somebody and goes down quickly after that. Cavaliers slow to get up. Looks like that's going to be Brad Harms. But he is up, but he's going to take a quick trip over to the sideline. Looks like he's moving pretty well. And so, yeah, the control of this game definitely rests within the Warriors. They can continue to manage this one all the way out and just protect that lead. It would take a pretty good turnaround at this point for the Cavaliers, but there's still almost an entire quarter to play, and things can happen. Fullback straight up the middle. Going to get inside the 30 to the 29. And Bartles gets him closer here.
Yeah, again, if you see the Warriors come up to the line of scrimmage just kind of waiting, he waits for the back judge to raise his hand, gets to 10 seconds, and then starts his cadence. As he's doing now, and the hand goes up and starts his cadence.
Keyser in motion. It's Bartles again on the carry right up the middle. He's down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, just some quick score updates here. Dual does now lead Rapid City Christian 8-7. That's 3 minutes left in the third. Tri-Valley is leading Elk Point Jefferson 7-0. That's early. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Hot Springs 21-7. 9 minutes left in the second.
Again, we've paid attention to Hot Springs all season long for the second season in a row. We believe they're the real deal out here. And going to be enough for a first down. So Gus Bartles picks one up for the Warriors and will move the chains.
Yeah, if you've watched any scores, you knew that Hot Springs, gave Elk Point Jefferson everything they wanted last year in the playoffs. And then, this year, their schedule really probably didn't do them any favors. But they played Del Rapids and lost to Del Rapids in a close one. I believe it was 21-14 or something like that. Bell Rapids undefeated, number one in Class A. So just by that score alone, you know that they're pretty legit.
Keys are in motion, and once again, it's Bartles. This time a flag will fly, though.
Yeah, that's usually in the area of holding.
That'll be the first holding call tonight against the Warriors. But at this point, that doesn't really hurt things if they can just keep holding on to the ball. And
right, besides your 1st and 20.
I mean, yeah, it's still a penalty, so it's not really what you want. But if you want to try to find the bright spot of that whole situation, this gives you more opportunity to burn the clock as you convert that first down. The patient Warrior offense, as you just mentioned a couple minutes ago, making sure they get everything. And that one's put on the ground, and I think they're able to get back on it.
Yeah, just mishandle, and again, the ball's sitting out there that long. It's going to be a little slippery, and just bobbled it. And
fingers don't maybe have quite the feeling in it. Now Sargent wearing gloves, but that's not going to do a lot on a night like tonight. Yeah, we're going to see a shot here. I don't know. We won't, though. Going to stay on the ground, and Keys are ahead for a short gain.
And I would assume Warriors maybe punt here and pin them deep, or
that's assuming that they don't pick up the first down.
I think they're going for it here. Oh, this is only 3rd down. My bad.
You just made a Gerald mistake.
Well,
that's like something I would do.
They sure changed that down marker quick.
He's right on top of it. Hey, he's got to stay moving too, So 3rd forever, T formation for the Warriors. And it's Keyser going to get a few more of those penalty yardage back to the 28-yard line.
Now I say you go for it.
Yeah, really. I mean, if you do want to take that.
Well, maybe they're going to fake punt. No. Potter County upset Corsica Stickney
24-20. That's a final. Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing for something more than football there with legendary coach Vern Smith. I hope he's doing well.
Nice job by Barfus that time, perfectly angling and out of bounds inside the 10. Looks like it's going to be somewhere around the 6-yard line maybe. Beautiful job that time by Barfus, doing exactly what they wanted him to do.
Well, and I guess that's why you punt. That was a good drive.
It's not a game of Madden. You do punt in these games. So
that was a good drive by the Warriors. Just a little bit over 7 minutes there from the 3rd quarter on. So eating away the clock and not giving Roncalli much to work with.
Yeah, they've got a long field in front of them here and only 6.5 minutes to work with. Another low snap. Pretty much had to pick it up off the ground, but this time keeps his knee off the ground. And a short gain ahead for maybe 1.
Again, good job by the Warriors there. Just not giving them, much after we've seen one big play. But other than that, the Warriors just limiting what they're doing offensively, which we've seen the Warriors do all year.
Another low snap. Fisher this time evades one tackler, and then he'll get taken down. Can't see for sure who. Hiding behind the bell of the speaker on the pull from here where I'm at, but did a good job of evading that initial pressure, but then still taken down.
And again, just going into that, the wind, just that rain and just beating right into your face, can't be much fun here.
So a loss of 3 on that one. Bring up 3rd and 12. And another low snap, and he's just going to have to get on that one as Warriors were all over it, and he won't. They're going to call a signal of touchdown.
Scoop and
sure,
score.
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody really had possession of the ball. I thought he was able to get on top of it, but clearly not as the Warriors
Scoop and score by Gus Bartles, I think, there. Watch, it'll be... No, I'm pretty sure it was...
You're right. Yep, it was absolutely Gus. Great awareness. That ball came out. There's 3 Warrior defenders on top of Fisher, and Bartles was the first one to spot the ball out and unrecovered. He was able to pick it up and take a step into the end zone.
T-Bone Petwash 2-point conversion coming up.
The T formation.
T-Bone T formation.
And Warriors able to pick that one up, so they'll be 2 of 4 now on the night in the 2-point conversion category here. 5:09 remaining, 28-0 as the Warriors continue to add to their lead here late. We'll step away for a minute, be back right after this.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
And we're coming back after another Warrior touchdown here, 28-0. The obvious benefit of those 2-point conversions, you miss a couple, but you get a couple, and it all washes out. 5:09 remaining in this one here from Warrior Field. And Barfus with a short one right into the hands of, it looks like Bryson Olson, possibly. It is Bryson Olson.
Yeah, and smart decision, just catching it and going down right there.
Yep, not going to be one that's normally used to fielding the ball and returning it all. So just good hands that time by Olson, and Cavaliers will have possession here.
Man, I bet that hurts the old foot kicking the
rock.
That rock football.
Yeah, your shoes are soaking wet. You don't even know that you have toes at this point until you kick the ball, and then you find out, yeah, I can still feel something. 1st and 10 with the Cavaliers. Short gain. Not much that time for Larson to work with.
Looks like Warriors got some reserves in there. Looks like
see
we got
Joey Anderson getting in there.
Yep, Riken Oral in there. Brevin Bolander's in there. I believe that was Hayden Hostetler just going out there. We got Quincy Phillips out there at free safety.
2nd and 9 for the Cavaliers. Good snap that time. And it's aired out. Pass incomplete. Intended for Stewart.
Got Cole Rank and Hunter Shippey out there at DTs. And just like that, we got looks like Parker Mathis out there now at DT. Kellen Brozick, and you already mentioned Joey Anderson out there at DNs.
3rd and 9 after the incompletion.
Connor Osborne out there as well.
Fisher going to roll his right, directing traffic. Hit right as he threw. That's a pop fly. And it's not getting anywhere close to anybody, and out of bounds it goes. So 4th and 9.
Yeah, their Warriors are lucky there. Little blown coverage. He came up on the outside receiver. And
credit Brozick, though, for getting off his block and getting the pressure out there on Fisher right as he was getting ready to deliver one.
Yeah, fourth down here, you just make sure nobody's
nobody's
over
even
top.
back. You really don't need to worry about that. Fisher going to let it fly on the run. Way short and just unable to come back. Had his eyes on it the whole time. He realized it was going to be short, but that wind just killed it. And even though he stopped his route, Behan was not able to get back to it. So turnover on downs for the Warriors. The second unit comes up with a big stop there for the Warriors. And they're going to look to hold that shutout here with 4:08 remaining.
And I'm guessing we got backups coming in here. Hopefully we can get everybody in. And again, same thing. You kind of worry about the snap with the backups coming in here.
Many of those same names we just got done mentioning out here on offense now.
It looks like we got Osborne and Bolander at wingbacks, Reich and Oral at fullback. We do have some subs on the line, but a lot of the same guys. Looks like Broden
Oral into the open field. Sorry to interrupt you. I'll let you finish, but Oral breaks off a huge run. And send Bolander in motion, and the fullback Oral, Reich and Oral, rips off a huge chunk of yardage.
Yeah, nice run there by Riken, and a lot of the starting linemen are out there. We're seeing some backups trickle in as we speak now, but good blocking up front, and looks like Blair's out there at a tight end, and Matt Brozick out there at tight end.
Nice job that time, just protecting the ball too, getting that ball to the outside and having that free arm up there for the possibility of a stiff arm. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Phillips going to do the same thing, managing that clock. And that one's going to be taken down. It's like a gain of about 9 down to the 11-yard line. Phillips comes over, makes the long run back. A night like tonight, you probably don't mind making a few jogs over the sideline, especially when you've been pretty well idle for majority of the game.
Well, but it's one of those games that you'll remember. Hey, you remember when we were sophomores and the wind?
Yeah. Like that's Oral again. I had a gain of 9. It looked like it was more like 7 when I pay attention to the final spot. Angle gets a little tougher here as I look around the window frame.
Yep, 1st and goal from the 9. I'd assume if we can run out the clock without scoring, we will.
That would be the objective, I would think.
But if not, if you can punch it in here on 1st or 2nd down, then so be it.
Yep. Good for these next guys in. They're allowed to score too. Oral ahead. Looks like he stopped right on the 5. So 2nd and goal from the 5.
I believe that other game is at halftime. Tri-Valley still leads 7-0. As we said earlier, they led 14-0, I believe, at halftime last time, and Elk Point Jefferson came back and beat them.
Yeah. Yeah, winner getting into the protect here victory formation. Phillips will take the knee with 1:22 remaining. And it'll be 3rd and goal for the offense here. Okay, 28-13. Sioux Valley able to get one back on Hot Springs before they headed to the locker room at halftime out there. So yeah, some of those games are going to be pretty interesting. Just because ours is over doesn't mean your night of watching high school football in the 11B ranks has to be over. Our early game start compared to some of the others, there's still going to be a lot of football to watch after this one's over. Well, one more time here in the victory formation, 40 seconds to go. Warriors looking to seal this one up here at home and await the winner of the Elk Point Jefferson Tri-Valley game. Could be a chance for revenge on the Huskies, or it will be the second time they'll see Tri-Valley here. Of course, that was the 8-0 triple overtime, unforgettable home opener here we all got to be a part of, and we'd like to think that the Warriors have certainly come a long ways from that night. In a lot of ways, had some questions early on, a little bit of concern, and the Warriors have showed us a lot of growth and a lot of development throughout the season here as we hit zeros on the scoreboard. The Warriors get the 28-0 win here tonight.
And one thing to remember from that first game too, right away, one of our senior starting linemen went down in that game, Sam Schultz, and you bring a backup in, and it kind of disrupts everything. And from that point, some kids got thrown in there, and they weren't ready for that speed. And
great point.
The Warriors were again lucky to get away with that victory, but we've gotten a lot better, and I'm sure Tri-Valley's gotten better too.
Yeah, no, I mean certainly any team that's going to go this far and make a late season run, they're growing and getting better, maturing more too. But yeah, I mean you got to have a lot more confidence this time around playing a team like Tri-Valley, knowing that they're playing far different, better football, and those players that were thrown into different spots have got a chance all season long to just get better and better and develop into good starting quality players. And Coach Olson and the Warriors are going to enjoy this one tonight here, and can't wait to get to a warm room. But you know what? They stopped feeling the cold just a couple minutes ago, because right now there's a lot of happiness in those guys, and they're going to huddle around and just enjoy this one for the next few minutes here.
Right, and one thing quick, time of possession there in the second half. The Warriors controlled at 17 minutes, 13 seconds for the Warriors. And 6:47 for Roncalli. So that's even with a
much different than the first half.
14-second, first drive.
Right.
In which the Warriors did score in their first two drives of the second half. Obviously, the Keyser touchdown run of seven receptions, 57 yards, 7 of 16 through the air. Did throw one interception, and they lost 2 fumbles. Some leaders for winter: Aiden Barfus, 15 rushes, 106 yards and a touchdown. Carson Keyser, 10 rushes, 97 yards and a touchdown. Riken Oral, 4 rushes, 38 yards. Jude Sargent, 6 rushes, 38 yards. Stratton Morehart, 4 rushes, 16 yards. Gus Bartles, 8 rushes, 15 yards. Zach Olson, 2 rushes for 3 yards. Passing, we were 0-1 with that interception. Defensively, Sean Hammerbeck led the way with 5 tackles. Gus Bartles had 4, Aiden Barfus 3. Zach Olson, Matt Brozick, Stratton Morehart all with 2. Carson Keyser, Connor Osborne, Derek Faninga, Austin Blair, he had 1, and Riken Oral 1, Noah Best 1. For Aberdeen, Roncalli, Aiden Fisher, 13 rushes, 20 yards. Caden Larson, 8 rushes, 11 yards. Passing, Aiden Fisher, 7 of 16, 57 yards and an interception. Receiving, Keegan Stewart, 2 receptions, 33 yards. Jet Johnson, 3 receptions, 20 yards. Defensively, they were led by Josh Schoeneman.
Yep.
He had 8 tackles. Joey Johnson, oh, my bad. Brad Harms had 9 tackles. Joey Johnson had 5. Noah Kramer had 5 as well. And again, time of possession, the Warriors for the game, 30 minutes, 29 seconds. And for Aberdeen Roncalli, 17-31. So,
well, things are going well tonight for West River football here in 11B as Christian has taken the lead back over Dual 13-8 with 5 minutes remaining in that one. So winner gets the win here tonight. Hot Springs leads by a couple scores, getting pretty close. It's probably halftime by now in that one. Warriors come up big again. Defense, like you said, there's those occasions where we'll see a pass completed, but again, as you've made pretty good point about, it's okay. Sometimes those things are going to happen, and they ultimately aren't going to hurt a whole lot. And tonight they didn't either, as they keep a 0 on that scoreboard for the Cavaliers.
yeah, so it'll be semifinal will be next Friday. Obviously, game time will be, decided later on. If you have any thoughts of that, again, make sure you reach out to our athletic director, Brett Gardner, about that.
Hey, before we forget, you're going to give our students.
Before you forget, you forgot last week.
Oh.
But we got halftime Levi Heenan on production. He had, don't look at me like that, Levi. He had to do halftime with Jody, split because it's so cold. But Levi Heenan on production. We got Mr. Bo Hurley on camera and Grace Brown on camera as well. They did a great job. There's volleyball Monday night, Betsy says. Regions. And we're the 2 seed. So we play Todd County, 6 p.m., followed by Red Cloud and Lakota Tech. Come support the concession stand. We'll be killing it in there. Boys golf.
I'll be there for a hot dog probably. All right, well, for Gerald Tibrick and Larry Aker, we're going to wrap things up here tonight so we can all go home and dry up and warm up too. So we look forward to seeing you again next Friday night here from Warrior Field. Have a good night.